Well, you're gonna wait. All right.
Are we allowed to jump up?
Not yet. I told you after we do our video.
Okay. What video? Oh no, it's Chrissy.
Please stop. So this is the Perseverance.
Chrissy.
She's a 50-foot 1968 Hatteras. And the only thing in good condition is the engines. It needs all new bottom paint, sanding on the bottom. It needs all new top paint, new windows in the salon.
That's not just car wash.
Comes with 2 fishing chairs, but they took out the fighting chair. The teak steps will need to be replaced. It is the convertible version, which means it was meant for fishing and has a flybridge. The instruments and the helm station need to be completely revamped, rewired. We need all new instruments. Have to decide if we want to keep the giant lights or take them down. But there are rod holders everywhere and setups for bait tanks and whatnot. A couple little modifications we've seen on other boats. This is like a place for pulling through the big fish, but a lot of the boats take this section out right here and make it an arm on a hinge so you can walk in and out through there on the swim platform, like a walk through transom. So I think we are going to end up doing that. It's just pure fiberglass painted to look like wood. Since it's so commonly done, I'm hoping it's not too difficult of a project. But so we have the backup helm station. We found a bunch of moldy life jackets on board and just tons of stuff. So far, just in the salon, we've taken out 2 loads. And they have a whole bunch of swivel arms. We're not sure yet what they're for. The fuel tanks are about 850 gallons. Has 2 8-cylinder Detroit diesel engines that appear to be in working order. So we're walking into the saloon. It's a complete gut job. There's been so many people doing so many random things. Somebody put in some cute windows. The kids love those. We're gonna try and keep them. But all these windows need to be replaced. Well, almost all of them, and we'll probably just do them all. All the joints, all the seams on them need to get redone. This one is a sliding window. It's cracked. This one's cracked. These 3 front windows, they didn't break, but their seals were never maintained, so they failed, and we have water damage. Thankfully, it's not a wood boat, it's a fiberglass boat, so we're just going to rip out all the affected wood, repair any damage. We already anticipated taking the interior oven here completely down to fiberglass. And we will be completely redoing everything, including the floor. They did a terrible job. They tried to make it look pretty. They didn't even properly tack it down to get to the engine room. You can go either through this hatch or underneath the stairs. Unfortunately, they completely covered up the hatch access with their flooring and didn't tack it down. So you can see, like, it just lifts up. So we're just gonna take it all the way down back to the original flooring and put in a new product. We can't decide what we're going for. Kevin wants to put in a wood flooring that looks like this, which would be teak and I believe holly. And I'm kind of leaning towards something a little more durable. Like they make a PVC flooring that looks a lot like this. It looks identical, but it's fake. It's a laminate style product made out of PVC. They make an indoor and outdoor one. Or we might just go straight up like some kind of high-end linoleum. It's in, I'll show you. It's not the best condition. Cool old knobs. I'd love to find more of these and keep these. I love these. But all the tracks, I mean, we could rehab it, but it's not the original layout. It's not super functional. We've seen our friends 10 boats down from us have almost the identical boat as us. And they allowed us to come inside. Theirs is a they think it's a 53, and it's in like a 1973. So it's like 5 years newer. Inside is the exact same layout. I think it's the same boat because I don't see where their extra 3 feet are. It's the identical salon, identical staterooms. Everything's the same. I think it's just 53 foot overall, and that's probably what they were sold. But I think it's the 50-foot model. It's owned by a couple in their 80s, and they're so sweet. The man, Pete, is in his 80s, and he owns I think it's a yard and a boat salvage company in Lake Elsinore, and is so excited to have friends now who have the same boat and have the same problems. He's like, I'll help you fish wires if you help me fish wires. And Kevin's excited. I'm like, y'all are forgetting that we have kids who are tiny, can crawl through the holes and the bilge areas because they're kind of big, but so are we. So we think we're just going to take this out. In their boat, there's actually space here for a cabinet, so we'll probably put a cabinet back in here, run cabinets and refrigerator along that whole wall, and maybe in the very back corner, a tall pantry. We have to do a little more research on if we can find pre-made military marine grade cabinets, or if that's something we're going to have to custom build out of marine grade wood, or they make a new product that's corrugated for marine that's super lightweight. So we'll be looking into that. My dad asked me to do something, and I want to do it, please. You're welcome to do your own when we're done. The last person was a liveaboard, and they treated this like it was a little floating apartment, and they did a lot of crazy things. They put a residential fridge in, which leaked and ruined the floor, which is fine because we hate this floor. And they brought in a couch, and they ripped out the original seating area, so there's holes in the wall behind it and on the floor. Like literally it's like that underneath the couch, and like all the plywood veneer is gone behind it. And you can see like their idea of fixing things was just to tack up pre-cut boards. They didn't even bother to cut them. So we're going to be doing a lot of work in here. This particular model did not get made with a black tank. They had heads with macerators that pumped overboard because it was built way back in the day. So plumbing might be interesting. I'm trying to convince Kevin to try what's called a composting head. A lot of boaters really love them. Anyways, so the marina kept the fridge for their own personal use to get some value out of this boat because they weren't going to get all their back fees. Their back fees was $9,000. And we paid $5,000, but the auction's in dispute by us, and we're hoping to actually end up in the end only paying $1,500 before fees. So they left a whole spool of line that I'm not sure which purpose this is for.